Hi, this is Matt at 10 Rod Farm doing a quick demonstration of a solar array and solar pump setup that we have for a well that we had drilled. Thank you to Stratford County Conservation District for helping fund this, which will help give us resiliency in climate change by providing irrigation for our livestock and crops in a remote location out here in one of our fields where there's no power to be found. So this is going to provide the ability to put water out in that field, this field, as well as this field over here. You can see we're quite a ways from the road out here, so the solar option seemed to be the only option we had available. We've located it right here at a central point where we can pump the water to additional fields as needed. Down in the well we have a 12-volt Nemo pump, and that is pumping up through a 3/4 inch line and pumps into the tank. We have a float switch there that will turn the water on and off automatically. Just threw some 2x4s up to mount the arrays. It's a hinge. I'll show you that setup in a minute. It's all mounted to this trailer and that gives us the ability to move the trailer as needed and follow the sun. So where do I want to start? Let's start with the switch. So this is the float switch. As it goes down, it turns on, and as it comes up, it turns off. So right now I'm about to drain the tank for winter here, but let me just show you water. This is all water coming from the well. Being supplied by that 12-volt pump. If I lift this up, let's say it's in the tank, and the water level rises, and eventually it's going to shut off the water coming into the tank. So you can see right there, now it's off, and then as I use the water, it's going to drop down and turn the water back on. So it's essentially the reverse of a basement sump pump, right? When it's up, it shuts off. And when it's down, it turns on. So let's just put that aside for right now, and I'll leave that line out. So to get water out of the tank, I've set up a different 12-volt pump. This will be more permanent in the spring, but just for demonstration purposes, I wanted to show you how it works. I'm going to be going through a filter to keep the sediments out of the pump. It's a 12-volt pump with a built-in pressure switch that's sensitive to debris, so I wanted to make sure that I didn't break the pump. There's the pressure switch, so that flows out through here and then goes into this garden hose thread into a garden hose, and that gives me pressure. Yeah, just grab it. And I'll show you. You'll hear the pump turn on as needed. So there's pretty good pressure, really. I'm happy with it. And I don't have a pressure tank or anything because it's on demand. So if I needed to fill up a livestock tank or do irrigation, I can do it now thanks to this setup. So that's the pump side of it and how we get the water. Let me show you the solar part of it. These are the panels that I put in. They're 400 watts total. Each panel is 100 watt. I went with the brand EcoWorthy, and I wanted to be able to pivot it. So I have a 1.5 inch stock and 1.25 inch stock here that can be raised and lowered and then pinned using these pins here. All these 4 panels tie together, and then to keep water out from the equipment, first I can put a lid on that pump. Jump up in the trailer here. Sorry for the lousy video footage. I have everything running through this charge controller here. The sun is setting, so there's not a whole lot of daylight left, so you don't see a lot of charge going into the batteries, but it was charging good earlier. These are two 6-volt batteries that I have wired in series to make 12 volts. They're high capacity batteries. They're very large. They go all the way down to the floor. So very happy with them, though. They'll hold their charge well. This I just put on a pivot, like a hinge, so I could put the wires in and shut it. And again, if I disconnect everything, I can move it. If I move to a further location, I may have to run some additional wire to the pump, or just put a longer hose on it. But that's my limitation, and one I can work with. And there it is.